there was something that happened Sunday, and it's Trump. Donald Trump made an announcement. This happened on Sunday, where the U.S. and Canada struck a deal on replacing NAFTA at the last minute. Here go the bare facts, the details you need to know about it. NAFTA's dead. NAFTA's dead. Give it up for that. By NAFTA, which is the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement. That's the new agreement. The North American Free Trade Agreement. Now we have the new agreement, which is the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement, or the USMCA. A little over a month ago, after the U.S.-Mexico struck a preliminary agreement on NAFTA's replacement, the U.S. and Canada did the same like Sunday. As hoped, the timing means outgoing President Enrique Pena Nieto gets to sign the USMCA into law just before leaving office. So Donald Trump's talking about the USMCA and what it will mean for the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And more importantly, jobs in the U.S. So check it out.
Mexico and Canada have agreed to strong new labor protections, environmental protections, and new protections for intellectual property. So important. This new deal is an especially great victory for our farmers. Our farmers have gone through a lot over the last 15 years. They've been taken advantage of by everybody. Prices have gone way down. And we're working on some other deals that are going to make them very happy also. But this is a very, very big deal for our farmers. Mexico and Canada will be opened up a lot more than they are now. And I think there'll be a better spirit between the three countries, which is important for our farmers. The agreement will give our farmers and ranchers far greater access to sell American-grown produce in Mexico and in Canada. The deal includes a substantial increase in our farmers' opportunities to export American wheat, poultry, eggs, and dairy, including milk, butter, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream, to name a few. I want to be very specific. I want to be very specific, right? And many other products, but those products were not really being treated fairly as far as those that worked so hard to produce them, and now they're going to be treated fairly. These measures will support many hundreds of thousands of American jobs. This is also a historic win for American manufacturers and American auto workers who have been treated so badly. We've lost so many jobs over the years under NAFTA. Under the current New Deal, and if you look at the current NAFTA deal, the New Deal is taking care of all of these problems because NAFTA, foreign companies have been allowed to manufacture many of their parts overseas, ship them to Mexico and Canada for assembly, and send their foreign-made cars into the United States with no tax. So we let all our people go. We fire everybody. They make cars. They make products. They make everything in another country. They send them into the United States, no tax. And the cost is very little different. Sometimes it's more for those people that like to talk about cost. With this agreement, we are closing all of these terrible loopholes. They're closed. They're gone. They were a disaster. For example, we are requiring a large portion of every car to be made by high-wage workers, which will greatly reduce foreign outsourcing, which was a tremendous problem, and means more auto parts and automobiles will be manufactured inside the United States. We will be manufacturing many more cars. And our companies won't be leaving the United States, firing their workers and building their cars elsewhere. There's no longer that incentive. Before, under the NAFTA deal, they had that incentive. They have the opposite incentive now. We're not going to be losing our companies. That was, to me, the most important thing. I don't want to see our companies leave and fire our workers, and our workers never get jobs to replace those jobs. Those days are over.
A lot of people may not believe this, but I actually root for Donald Trump to win on these issues that matter to American people. Like, I actually want him to succeed. I do. Like, that's something people don't understand. Like, I want to make sure people understand this. I'm not playing for a team. I want Donald Trump to succeed, but not for him. and not at him. I want him to succeed in policies that matter to us. Get it? That's a difference. That's a difference. Please, if you use this clip, use it in its entirety. Part of the problem that I see is that people who support liberals or Democrats, they want him to fail. Not just as a person, but they want his policies to fail. I don't want his policies to fail. They want his policies to fail because, well, they want a Democrat in. That doesn't make sense to me. If we get good policy, I don't care who implements a good policy. NAFTA gave incentives for people to send, for companies to send jobs overseas, or it made it financially advantageous to send jobs overseas as opposed to employing people here to do those jobs. And having a fiduciary responsibility to who? To the stockholders. That's what they did. I'm glad that Donald Trump has made a move along with Trudeau and along with Nieto to put a new plan in place. Now, do I know everything about this plan at this point? No, I don't. This agreement? No, I don't. I don't know everything about it. So we need to peel back the onion and find out more about it. But if it does what Trump says it does, I support it. I support it on Monday, and I support it every other day of the week, twice on Sundays, if that's what it does. But if it does not do that, then I don't support it. Why can't more people be that way? So what we will have to do is we'll have to find out. I just found out about the agreement just a few minutes before going to air today or streaming. So I haven't had a chance to peel back everything about it. I just have the basics on it. I just wanted to be known that Trump did work very hard to get this done. He had to do a lot of pushing and prodding of Trudeau to get this done. So I don't think it was something that Canada really wanted to do, at least many elements of it. Now, if we start putting policy over party, we'll be okay. If we start putting people over party, maybe then we can all agree on some stuff. All right? All right. Trade deals are like onions. Yeah, Truth Can't Be Silent says trade deals are like onions. I hear that. And you know what? Right, so we got to look, right? We got to look and see what it means beneath everything. But this is one of the areas where I was always looking at Trump to accelerate in, which was when it came to trade. We know he ran on trade. And so that's important, guys. But like I said, maybe we'll have a future show about the trade deal. In fact, we should have a future show about the trade deal and what that means for workers and for companies. So we can be very factual and give good information on it. All I'm saying is I am encouraged because we know the NAFTA deal was not good. Who passed the NAFTA deal? Whose baby was that? That was Bill Clinton. It was passed in 1994. Okay? Okay. All right.